Hello, my name's Colette. Welcome to your weekly tarot card for Monday, the 8th of February 2016. Nearly lost a year there. Remember when we used to have checkbooks, and at the turn of the year, you always used to kind of write the same as last year? That's the way I feel a wee bit with the tarot cards this year. Last year, 2015, went very quickly. So forgive me if I occasionally get muddled with the years, getting a bit older. Anyway, your weekly tarot card for the week ahead is the Three of Wands. Really good card. Lots of decks bring out different kind of energies from this card. The Rorik one's kind of a wee bit off in its own, but I love this energy in this card. If you can see, there's a wee man walking towards the sunset, and there's this big plume of sort of lovely pinkish, sort of just beautiful energy above him, and lovely little loch and mountains ahead of him, and it says virtue on it. So what does it mean in general? Well, I have it here. It's about having done something and done something well. Put in the creativity part of anything you're doing, you know, the sort of groundwork. You'll have done that. And this is about the next step of taking it towards the horizon, of knowing that your ship is going to come in and that there is a horizon there. And sometimes when we start something, we don't necessarily have the sort of full picture. And it's only when we're, say, halfway along that we say, oh yeah, I see where the horizon is. And sometimes the horizon is different from where we started off. You know, you might have thought, well, this is going to end up there. And then in the middle of a project or even in life, you start to see that your horizon's moved a bit, but it's still where you're heading for, and it's still good. So there's a degree of flexibility with this card that, you know, maybe you've started something, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a job, whether you've created something, and what you thought would be the outcome isn't necessarily so now, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's different. Now, as humans, that sort of energy isn't particularly good, particularly for the earth signs and some of the more fixed signs. So some people find this card a wee bit, you know, I planned this and it was going to do this, 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 and this. But if you really ask them to understand where they are when this card comes out, most people will understand that they're not at the beginning of something. They're not just putting things into motion. They're further along the line where they can see that the effort, the virtue that they've put into things is carrying them forth just to keep going the same way, although the horizon might have been shifted. So it's a wee bit of an odd one, but absolutely beautiful card. The lilacs and everything really cheer me up when I see it. Also, he's walking right down the middle of the road. Now, that's confidence, isn't it? To actually walk in the middle of the road. So anyway, excuse me, what does it mean for various parts of our life this week? If we look at career, it's very much keeping going and not going away from your own virtues. You know, sometimes when we're in the middle of something and we feel pressures on, we can sometimes either drop our standards a little or just cut corners. And this card for career says no, keep to your own sense of perspective, keep to your own morality, your own ethics this week in career, and you won't go wrong, because that momentum that you've built up by working that way will continue to push you forward to that horizon. So I quite like it as a wee bit of a good advice card for the week ahead. If we look at health, it virtually plays on the virtually plays on the virtue aspect of the card. And mostly when it comes out in front of a client, I'll say, well, you know, if you're asking about health, it's in your own hands. if you choose to look after yourself, if you choose to be good, if you take the tablets you're meant to, if you take the exercise you're meant to, if you have the operation that maybe you're meant to, then you will be fine. But if you don't look after yourself and if you're not virtuous with your health, then who knows? So it kind of puts the ball back in your court with health this week. So bear that in mind. You have to take responsibility for your own health and well-being in the week ahead. Okay, now with love, again, if you're in a relationship, this is maybe showing that, yeah, you're getting there. And what you thought might be the outcome of the relationship has changed a bit. Maybe you started off thinking, I'll never get married. I would never get married, but I'm happy to cohabit. And then you're, into it and you're thinking, well, I wouldn't mind getting married, or the opposite. But whatever it is in a relationship, be aware not to hang on too much to your perception of when it started. And this can be kind of seen in a good or a negative way. But if we start off with certain perceptions and we keep trying to sort of make the relationship fit it, that's not virtue, that's not being kind to the relationship, because relationships will go whatever way they're meant to. The opposite's true. If a relationship, as kind of started off where you weren't thinking it was going to happen, and then now things are changing, then allow yourself to still go with your gut feeling on it. But it's about not putting too much of your own perception into what you would like to be the outcome of it. It's important that you work with the other person. It's important that you're flexible so that you can get to that horizon, whatever that horizon might be. In wealth, again, it's very much money's in your own hands. If you go out and spend it on lots of ice cream when you should be buying shoes, proper shoes, not frittering shoes. If you're wise with money this week, then you'll get closer to your destination and your dreams. If you're not wise, then you're not. As simple as that. So be good with money. It's not saying be frugal. It's just saying get it in perspective and don't be naughty. Don't be making excuses. Oh yeah, well I can buy that when you really know you can and you can't afford it. So another one of my cards that I really do enjoy when it comes out, because a lot of the time it's important for the client and for people to realise that this life that we're leading, there is fate that we can't change, but our destiny choices are down to us. And this is one of the cards in the tarot that very much reflects that. Are you going to do it this way, or are you going to do it that way? And if you do it this way, you get that outcome. And if you do it that way, well, that outcome's not so good. So take responsibility for your further progress this week. Sorry. Again, I shouldn't have mentioned year at the start of this, and you'll realise I don't edit, which is fine because it takes up too much time. And I like to be spontaneous. Okay, we don't need to be perfect. I've watched other YouTube videos where the people are perfect, and to be honest, I've been a wee bit bored with them. So why not? Let's just be authentic. I muddle my words. So what? So back to Three of Wands for this week. Enjoy it. Enjoy knowing that the horizon's getting closer all the time, and the outcome that you've worked towards or that you've moved towards is coming along, and it's coming along because you have done something in the past that has pushed it forward in a good way, and that's meant to continue in the week ahead. So have a lovely week, and if you like the video, please thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, and all my details are in the description box under this video. And let's get this channel moving again. I'll be adding some more weekly tarots and some more resource videos starting, and we'll see if you like that too. So anyway, from me, many blessings.